we can now confirm that Charlie Kirk has been pronounced dead. He's the founder of Turning Points USA. He was shot in the neck. He was assassinated at an event where he was speaking in Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. As of this moment, too, there is no suspect in custody. They originally arrested someone who turned out not to actually be the suspect. So as of this recording, the suspect is at large. Charlie Kirk has died at the age of 31, speaking at this event. He was shot in the neck. It was a single shot fired from an area kind of adjacent to where he was speaking. He was speaking outside in like a quad area. And the shooter seemed to be 100 to 200 yards away. And again, the shooter has not been brought into custody. There's an area called the Losi Center. I think we have a photo of it here, the Losi Center, and it seemed to be the vantage point from the Losi Center downwards is where the shooting took place. I'm not going to play the video, of course, of the shooting. It's been spreading on social media, and it is absolutely horrific. I want to share some of the statements from certain people, and I do want to say, though, as someone who strongly disagrees with Charlie Kirk on just about everything, I want to make it very clear the Midas Touch position that we condemn in the strongest possible terms political violence. This is not the way ever to resolve our differences. And even where it is someone like Charlie Kirk, who again, I disagree so much with, this is not the answer. Violence is not the answer. And my heart, our hearts at the Midas Touch Network go out to Charlie Kirk's family, his wife, his kids, his extended family, people who knew him. It's a tragic event indeed. I'll show you right here. This was immediately after the shooting. You can see people running through Utah Valley University. I'll show you this clip right here. Let's play it. And here was the moment where it was announced that he was confirmed dead on Real America's Voices. That's a right-wing network, as Just the News reported Charlie Kirk had died at the age of 31. Here was the moment that was reported. Let's play this clip.
John Solomon's reporting on Just the News that he's passed. Yes, is this what I'm hearing? Yes, can I get it here?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Right here, we're having this moment, guys. Let's go around the horn, Gino. You were continue on the horrendous news that Charlie Kirk has passed.
Well, my prayers are for Erica, for her children, for his family. This is beyond devastating, Eric. I've known Charlie, as I said, since he was a child, running around, coming to conservative events.
And here he was being rushed to a waiting car by his private security team after being shot in the neck earlier in the day as he was rushed to the hospital. We'll play this clip for you as well.
Hey, stop, folks! Stop, back up!
And you have Glenn Beck, right-wing commentator. His daughter was actually in the tent area where Charlie Kirk was speaking. You know, in this event, Charlie Kirk does, he asks people to, challenge him on ideas. And he was actually, speaking about, gun violence and things like that when this, took place. You have, Glenn Beck here. This was before Charlie Kirk was pronounced dead. Glenn Beck's daughter was at that tent area where you had the students kind of congregating around the tent where Charlie Kirk would speak, and students would come up and then they would, debate with him. Here's what Glenn Beck had to say. Let's play this clip.
I just read your tweet to the audience. Are you hearing that from people who are in a position to know that Charlie I am. That he's alive and that he's in critical?
I am. I spoke to somebody in a position who knows, who said he has a pulse. So that's good news. good news. I have to tell you, Nate, my daughter was at the tent. She's 19 years old.
Oh, God.
And she's on her way home now.
We're getting statements in from a lot of people. Democratic Congressmember Ro Khanna says the following: the shooting of Charlie Kirk at a university is chilling and horrific. Political violence has no place in America. We all must reflect on how we can tone down the anger and hate that has poisoned our politics and be better citizens in a divided and aching nation. California Governor Gavin Newsom writes, the attack on Charlie Kirk is disgusting, vile, and reprehensible in the United States of America. We must reject political violence in every form. Congressmember Jamie Raskin says, condemning another absolutely disgraceful act of gun violence. My thoughts and prayers are with Charlie Kirk and his family in this terrible moment, and we are all grateful for first responders who immediately jumped into action. We must categorically reject all violence in our society. Utah's Governor Cox writes, I'm being briefed by law enforcement following the violence directed at Charlie Kirk during his visit to Utah Valley University today. We will continue to share updates. Those responsible will be held fully accountable. Violence has no place in our public life. Americans of every political persuasion must unite in condemning this act. Our prayers are with Charlie, his family, and all those affected. And that statement was, of course, before Charlie Kirk was pronounced dead at the age of 31. David Hogg, who survived a school shooting, writes, horrific news that Charlie Kirk has been shot. Gun violence and political violence have to effing stop. Charlie, his family, and all the students who had to witness the shooting are in my thoughts. We have disagreements, but we all agree something has to change. And a lot of other statements coming out like that as well. Should be noted that there was another school shooting taking place right around the same time as this shooting at Utah Valley University. In Denver, Colorado, agents responded to a shooting in Evergreen High School in Colorado, where at least 2 students were shot and taken to a hospital as a result of a school shooting there. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is leading the investigation there. And again, we're gathering more information now about what transpired and what took place here. But again, very, it's very sad. And regardless, again, of my strong disagreements with Charlie Kirk on just about everything, again, I think it is critical that everybody condemn political violence in all of its forms. Governor Pritzker commented moments ago as well, before the announcement that Charlie Kirk was pronounced dead. But here's what Pritzker had to say. Let's play this clip.
Yeah, first I want to express my sympathy to Charlie Kirk's family and to Charlie Kirk, who obviously has, become a target for somebody. I don't know whether it's political violence because I don't know who did it. I know they seem to have somebody in custody. But I will say that political violence, unfortunately, has been ratcheting up in this country. We saw the shootings, the killings in Minnesota. We've seen other political violence occur in other states. And I would just say it's got to stop. And I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters who clearly, have tripped a new era of political violence. And the president, what did he do? He pardoned them. I mean, what kind of signal does that send to people who want to perpetrate political violence? Not a good one.